So this is like a PSSS insert. I forgot to say that I am a postpartum doula also. So I offered the family a virtual postpartum doula service that I've only did with like two other of my clients that were doula clients, and it actually worked good. So with me doing virtual services for postpartum, I talk to mom twice a week for an hour FaceTime. With me being a breastfeeding counselor where I'm on FaceTime, I can look to make sure that the baby is latching good. We talk about her milk. Before I left, I had made her some lactation brownies because with all of the trauma that the emotional trauma that she experienced, it's been a damper on her producing. So I had to make brownies before I left. Hey, I made you some brownies and they help with breast milk. And she was just like, thank you. Why can't I feed my baby? But because I also got the placenta from the hospital, I made her pills, and I also made her. She said, "What's these little things in this clear bag?" I said, "They're your communion." She said, "What?" I said, "They're your placenta communion. You take that, pop that in your mouth." I said, "If you get tired of them pills or you want to take a few of those, because they're like real flat. I put them on wax paper and I spoon them out because a lot of times my mom's like smoothies, so they can just pop a few of those and throw them in smoothies. If they're making themselves, some soup or something, they can throw one of them in, because I have a lot of my clients who don't want pills. They just want something that they can throw into their other foods. So me being the creative person that I am, I was like, I can just make you some, like flat like communion, you know, placenta, stuff. And I just do that. So I just take wax paper and I take a small scoop, like a very small scoop, and I flatten it out on the wax paper like I'm making cookies, and I smash it with a spoon so they can just pick those up and eat them like that. One of my clients, she used to just, she had asked me to cover her placenta dips, that's what we called it, in dark chocolate. So I let those freeze overnight, and then I went back over with, let's restart. Then I went back over with dark chocolate, and she said they were amazing. So I be just thinking of little stuff to do for my clients, but we're gonna do the postpartum plan for the next 5 to 6 weeks. That way I can stay up on mom's postpartum. And if I feel that we need to go straight into therapy or counseling, I can, make sure it happens fast instead of her, not having anyone. And one of the things that I tell moms is that when it's appointment time and I call you and you don't answer, because I don't do the appointments early in the day. I try to do them when I know dad is home so he can get the baby and she can actually have a moment to talk to me. I'm going to call your husband if I can't get in touch with you. And this is what I tell my clients. This will be my third time doing virtual doula. And I tell all my clients the same thing. If I can't get in touch with you and we have an appointment, I'm calling your husband. If I can't get in touch with your husband, I will call the next emergency contact that you have and make them go over there so I can see your face. And I only had one client that kind of bucked. And why don't call my husband? I said, you agreed to this. So get out your feelings. And me and her still talk now. She still call me if she had little questions about the baby. And he about to be 3 in a few months. So I love what I do, and I never want any of my clients to feel like they're alone or that what they're feeling isn't natural. You just had a baby. Your hormones you're literally everywhere. Your body is everywhere. So I try to make sure that when I'm talking to them during the postpartum doula part, that I am very open. Everything I do is a judge-free zone. But being in postpartum, I get a lot of questions if this is natural, if this is natural, this is this. So I like to make sure that I answer all questions and we talk. And that's why I make it an hour, you know, FaceTime. Normally I have some real nice music playing in the background to kind of relax mom. Sometimes I might even DoorDash my clients some food so they can eat while they on the phone with me, just so I can make sure they're eating. That's just part of it. But me and dad came up with that, and I wanted to add that on there. I'm very big on, if my clients need a counseling or therapist, I call. I ask them, you know, give me some names that's in your insurance, you know, coverage, and I'll see if they have any openings, and I'll make the appointment, because I don't want anybody to feel that what they're going through is their fault. They're alone, because it's other women, and I'm finding out there's other women who the hospital didn't tell them that they were doing drug tests, and they drug test their kids. And I don't want women to feel that they're alone in this. I just know the rate of black women, let me say that, the rate of black women that die during childbirth is too high. And we gotta stop this assuming, judging. But that's just my little PSSS to the end of what I already said. I done cried again. I done got myself together, and I'm good. Thank y'all so much for your love and support. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for telling people about it. And if you in Texas, I'm sorry. I just don't think I'm gonna be able to do Texas for a while. My therapist told me, you know, kind of take a few weeks off to get myself together. So I'm probably gonna take the rest of the year off, which is, today is the 24th, so just a few days. My stomach growling. There's another thing. I really don't have an appetite. I could eat right now, and I'm gonna eat 2 spoonfuls and just be like, I'm trying to shake this off of me. You know how you have something on you, and I feel like that little depression is trying to creep in, and I'm like, no, you did a good job, queen. It is not your fault. And yeah, since I've been back home, I have to take like melatonin to help sleep, because I'm just up thinking. My mind is just everywhere. Like, was it anything different I could have did to make sure they didn't traumatize her like that? Could I did this differently? What if I stayed at the hospital the first? Like, my mind, all the what ifs. I'd rather for it to have been me than her. Yep. So I don't cry anymore. All right. Thank you again, guys.